Step right into Judge Raquel West's courtroom, where today's docket is packed with high-stakes drama. We're talking multiple defendants, probation on the line, misconduct in jail, and some bold lies that are not going to fly with the judge. From Eric Forno fighting for his freedom to Kendrick Walker trying to explain his behavior. Every single word spoken here could mean years behind bars. And trust me, Judge West isn't letting anything slide. Stick around, because what starts as a routine sentencing hearing is about to turn into one of the most unpredictable sessions we've ever seen. It all starts with Eric Forno. He's pleading guilty to injury to a child, and it looks like a straightforward probation deal is on the table. He agrees to 5 years of deferred adjudication, a fine, and all the conditions. The judge goes through the standard questions, making sure he understands he has giving up his right to appeal and the potential consequences for his citizenship status. But just when it seems like a done deal, Judge West throws a curve. She's not ready to sentence him just yet. She wants a pre-sentence report from the probation department to get more information about him and the case. This is her way of saying, I'm not just rubber stamping this deal. I need to be sure. Forno is told to check in with probation on his way out. The tension is already building. Next up, a different kind of case. Scott Howe. He was previously found not guilty by reason of insanity and is now in outpatient treatment. This is just a yearly check-in. The judge has a report from his doctor saying everything is going well, and he recommends continuing the outpatient treatment. The state has nothing to add. His lawyer agrees, and just like that, it's over. Judge West confirms the treatment plan and tells him she'll see him next year. It's a quick, efficient process that shows what happens when someone follows the rules. But this calm moment is just the quiet before the storm. Now, here's where the pressure really builds. Kendrick Walker enters the courtroom. He's already pled guilty to being a felon in possession of a firearm. His lawyer tries to clarify a point from the pre-sentence report, admitting Walker knew there was a gun in the car and realizes he should have left. It's a small correction, but it's an admission of poor judgment. Judge West looks at him and doesn't mince words. She reminds him he's already had a felony probation revoked not too long ago. She calls this new probation offer a real gift and makes it crystal clear. This is his last chance. There will be no more excuses. The judge follows the plea agreement, sentencing him to 10 years, but probating it for 5. He gets a fine and a long list of rules. She explains that if he succeeds, he serves his 10-year sentence out in the free world. But if he messes up, he's already agreed to 10 years in prison. Then, she brings up his conduct asterisk, behind bars asterisk, and you can almost feel the defiance in his posture. That's the problem. Judges don't just sentence the crime. They sentence the character. And right now, Walker's character isn't doing him any favors. He's warned again. He can't be in a car with a gun, a house with a gun, anything. The message is simple. Stay away from firearms, or your gift of probation will disappear. The courtroom atmosphere shifts instantly, growing quieter and colder, as the next defendant, Ray Noy, is called. He stands accused of intoxication manslaughter. This isn't about probation anymore. It's about a life lost and the immense weight of accountability. The charge itself carries a gravity that silences the room. The judge's expression says it all. This isn't a case for excuses or second chances. It's about facing the devastating reality of his actions. His lawyer states they aren't ready, citing over 40 hours of video footage they still need to review. The case is reset, but the shadow of the charge hangs heavy in the air. For Ray Noy, the legal battle is just beginning, and the stakes couldn't be higher. Then we have Isaac Talley, who pleaded guilty to evading arrest with a vehicle. He's getting a fantastic opportunity. 3 years of deferred adjudication. The judge explains that if he completes it successfully, the case is dismissed, and he'll never be a convicted felon. But she also lays out the alternative. If he violates probation, he could face up to 10 years in prison. And she adds a very specific condition. He must start working on his GED within 30 days. She tells him it's important for his future, and if he fails to do it, he could go to prison just for that. It's a firm but supportive message. She's giving him a path forward, but demanding he take it seriously. It's a stark contrast to the other cases, showing that sometimes The court's goal is rehabilitation. So, what have we just seen? A full spectrum of justice, all under the steady hand of Judge Raquel West. 5 defendants, 5 completely different stories, but all connected by one undeniable truth. In this courtroom, excuses mean nothing. Actions are everything. Think back to Eric Forno. He walked in expecting a simple probation deal, but his answers only created more doubt for the judge. That single moment where she decided to dig deeper is where his real sentencing truly began. Then there was Kendrick Walker, whose attitude threatened to sink him faster than any charge. He learned that defiance in a courtroom is a one-way ticket to a harsher outcome. And we can't forget Ray Noy, whose case brought a somber reality to the proceedings. The charge of intoxication manslaughter shifted the focus from legal technicalities to the profound and lasting consequences of a single reckless choice. This stands in stark contrast to Isaac Tully and Scott Howe, who, in their own ways, demonstrated different paths through the justice system, one guided by rules and rehabilitation, the other by a second chance tied to strict personal responsibility. One by one, Judge West peeled back the layers, refusing to be swayed by smooth talk or nervous energy. What ties all of this together is simple. In Judge West's courtroom, accountability is king. Whether it's a minor probation violation or a life-altering felony, the standard remains the same: honesty, responsibility, and respect. Anything less, and you can be sure the gavel will come down hard. The next time you watch a case like this unfold, look past the charges. Watch the defendants' faces. See the judge's patience wear thin. And notice how quickly a moment of arrogance or a single half-truth can change the entire course of a person's life. That is the real lesson here. If you found this breakdown as fascinating as I did, make sure to follow and subscribe, because every courtroom tells a story, and the next one might be even more shocking. You won't want to miss it.